What's happening, everybody? Let's get your home loan ready with Sheldon J. Think about it, radio. It is Thursday in this great city. Wherever you are, I hope you're staying warm and staying careful. Can you dig it? I have a special guest on the line with me today. Senior Marketing Director, Miss Krista Guillen.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
World Financial Group. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Staying warm in this weather. I'm really excited to be here and join you this morning.
Right. I appreciate your time. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. I know you guys are busy doing a lot of things in the city, helping a lot of people in a lot of ways, and we're definitely going to let the people know about it. So I thank you for your time to Think About It Radio. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll give it back to you.
Yeah, you're right. It's all good. It is all to the good. Now, let the people know who you are, what you do, before we just get into the details of all this good conversation on this Let's Get Your Home Loan Ready show. Miss Crystal, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much. Well, I definitely come from the financial services insurance background. Now, been doing it 8 years, and I first got started early on, but I was first impacted at a young age when my grandma passed away, and also when my young cousin of 14 passed away unexpectedly, and our family was not prepared for it. And I was able to witness the traumatizing event that happens and how everything flashes right before your eyes. And that is how I grew a passion for this, as to knowing the ins and outs and what people need to know, not only about insurance, the benefits of it, what it all entails in, the financial services aspect, so now help others be in the same position as I am.
I like that. That's a great reason to do it, though, because that's your why, right? It's not hard for you to get up and do this every single day, and you really feel like you're probably living the dream because you really like doing it, and it's something that's really affected you personally. So you really are, like I said, that makes you really a great effective and a great leader in this particular role that you're in. It's almost, you say, you're living your purpose, and that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Let the people know how they can get a hold of you if they want more information about what you do. And then we'll definitely get into the details of exactly what you have to offer, the importance of what it is for the community, and then, again, your passion for what you and your husband are doing out here as well.
Okay. How to get a hold of me, very easy. My phone number, you guys can reach me for a free quote, just some questions. If you have a current policy, you have a current account that you want to be reviewed on, you probably got it about 5 or 10 years ago, just don't remember, or just want a recap of everything that you have, feel free to give me a call. I do free consultations at no cost, just a couple questions, because sometimes this industry is so long that the policy automatically renews and we just forget about it, and it's nobody to blame. It's just life happens. And we just forget something where even we would put, all that paperwork. But everybody can reach me at my direct line, 832-260-3404. And also can email me with any questions at Crystal Rios, that's BRYSTALRIOS, Rios.WFG@gmail.com.
Right on. You guys get that information. Again, it is Crystal Rios.WFG@gmail.com. Free consultation, just to kind of give you guys an understanding of what's out there. What are you paying? Are you getting the best benefit or your best bang for your buck, if you will? And so we're going to just kind of get into some of the things really that we need to pay attention to as an employee, as a person that's going to retire one day. We want to set up a financial cushions for our children, tax benefits of all these things also. Now, World Financial Group, what do you guys' purpose, plan is for Houston? Because meeting and talking with you guys, man, you guys have a great vision for what you are doing for Houston, for the city of Houston, and also just, abroad. But I don't want to steal your thunder on that, man. Can you still tell the people about the World Financial Group, please?
Definitely. We're really expanding in the Houston area. The headquarters of World Financial Group is in Johns Creek, Georgia, right? But our mentor and our pioneer came from the California area, because World Financial Group, just like the word says there, right, is worldwide, and we have many offices across the United States. And now being in the Houston area, our office has 2 years, but the company itself has had 40-plus years with the backing of Transamerica, the parent company that has been in place for more than 100 years. So it's very well established when it comes to somebody's money, making sure that's going to be there for years to come because they're very solvent. They have the great backing of the parent company, Aegon, as well. But going into the expansion of what we have.
There may have been an issue with my internet connection for a few minutes. I saw it was like not connecting or whatever. But if it didn't go through properly, not a problem. We're definitely going to revisit the interview again. We're going to talk because you're going to pretty much be on the show, on a recurring basis. So some of that I know the audience may not have heard in reference to just the cadre of what you guys have to offer. But go over that a little bit for me real quick again as far as the number of products, because I saw that little button spinning where it wasn't connecting properly, and I'm so sorry for that. But just explain that a little bit more about the more than just life insurance, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, the mortgage is life insurance?
Yes, ma'am. You say more than just life insurance, what you guys have to offer. Yeah, what happened was that the internet connection, it was like spinning, and I know some of the listeners may not have heard some of that part because it wasn't connected properly. So I want you to just kind of, rehash that because I definitely don't want them to miss this because what you're saying is so important and it's so vital, for the community because as you stated earlier, when you say insurance, you think complicated, you think big, you think it's over your head or whatever. And so when people are able to get exposed to it really on a grassroots level, I definitely want them to understand it's not as hard as they think it is. So you say you offer more than life insurance and some other things as well?
Yes, life insurance is just the ground of it, but also the financial services and everything that entails of it. Don't think it too much, it's too broad, I may not be good for it. Don't auto-qualify yourself out of it already. Sit with one of us in the office, see what your options are at, and see where you can take your family to be in a financial independence. Because we're training and equipping, we're in a big demand. Baby boomers are retiring, clockwork every single second, pretty much, and 55% of our industry is baby boomers. So that demand is going to be high for the financial industry because half of those people are baby boomers already. So we need to replace them because there's a lot of money, right, to be made, but not only that, a lot of money to be moved from one institution to another. So let me go into detail that really quick. For example, a lot of us are very familiar with the 401k, right? So when somebody leaves a company and they need to move that 401k into another account, you're getting letters in the mail. You need to move your account. If not, we're going to move it over here, yada, yada. We are able to help people move that money to another account very similar to it, but also for the growth to be not so risk invested in the stock market, right? So it's not at a risky venture, so it's not invested directly in the stock market, but it's mirroring what the stock market is doing, which we call it an index strategy. So, and there's a lot of great accounts and companies that give bonuses for moving their money over, so the client gets an automatic, let's say 6% bonus, 5% bonus, right? So it jumpstarts the account. If somebody has $100,000 in a 401k, they automatically jumpstart and start their account at $106,000 with that bonus. So it's astronomically great for the client because it took them probably 10 years to make $6,000, and with this company, they did it, bam, as soon as the paperwork was done.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great incentive also, because it encourages them just to, continue to just see what other options are out there. A lot of times I think loyalty is only as good as your options, and people sometimes don't really know their options. And so that's great what you guys are doing. You're kind of bringing the options to the table. And you kind of answered my question because I was thinking a question in my mind about what do you say to people that kind of hesitate on moving their money because of the company match and things of that nature. But when you're talking about the 6% that's offered when you move it, that would definitely supersede probably what the company is matching, for what on the 401ks.
Exactly, and it's explaining really the options that they have, what they want to do before, prior, if they, everything that has to do with their taxes. So it's explaining to them, do they want to take the tax cut now? Not the tax cut, I'm sorry. Pay the taxes now or later? What's the difference? Because a lot of times, children, they call it tax deferred.
Right.
But many times as we throw that word around, the client is still looking at us with a deer in the headlights that they don't know what tax deferred is, even though, we assume they know sometimes, right? But it's really explaining what is it in benefit for them being tax deferred or not. So we're really going to detail. What we're doing now is expanding in the Houston area and opening up more locations, Houston statewide, and now we're ventured into San Antonio as well. There's a San Antonio office up and going, doing great out there. So we definitely train and equip. It doesn't matter where you are in the United States. We probably have an office that we can pair you up with, and they're going to show you the same system, how to get up and going, because the demand is high of representatives. How to get the licensing, we make it very simple. The only thing we ask is to meet us halfway, have an open-minded, and be very coachable.
That's a beautiful thing. That's not a lot of requirements, right? That's not a lot of requirements at all, to be open-minded, because supply and demand. And that's great though, man. I think you guys are going, I know you guys are going to continue to do great things with this service, because as I say, it's all about supply and demand, and there's such a need for what you guys have to offer. And just to break it down again on a level to where people can understand, I think that's going to be even more also solution oriented. I think this society just being steady set up for people that have solutions and able to provide people help out here, and people are willing to pay good money for help. And this right here is where they're paying themselves, and then they're also involved in the process. So rather than just parking some money somewhere and just forgetting about it, and rather than watching their money, they're watching their money grow on this aspect of what you guys are doing, rather than watch it just kind of go with taxes and all those kind of things. So, a lot of times I truly believe that people suffer for the lack of knowledge. So I commend you guys for what you're doing, for stepping out and letting your own experiences in life, right, not paralyze you, but also propel you to do great things for great people and affect a lot of families in a lot of places.
I appreciate it. So really quick on the recap, Shelton, I know I touched on a little bit, and we'll have another show to talk on a specific matter. But overall, what we can help people with is increasing the cash flow, right? To bring more money into the household. We can also, show how to do that. Call it savings, right? If somebody is looking to save for their little one, it can be their direct son or daughter, or what if your grandbaby or your godson, your goddaughter, you want to leave them something, a legacy for them. I don't know if a lot of us have heard the term $1 million baby or trust fund baby. Those are accounts that are out there that anybody can get them. It's not just for the affluent, wealthy America. Anybody can obtain them. So we help them how to do that. Also, debt management as well. Mr. Shelton helps with that, with the credit repair.
Yeah,
so we're going to help them with that. Proper protection. Help people have the proper protection in case something happens drastically in the household. But it is all of us here, Shelton, as to how young and teenagers, text and drive, and such person had a heart attack at such a young age. So it's not discarding or having the mentality, oh, I'm too young for life insurance. It's leaving, the protection for your family and for your loved ones, right? Because we're never too young to start this. We're never too young to get information on it. And let me tell you this, 75% of America overestimate life insurance by double. So it's getting the right information, getting a simple free quote, and also the proper protection of not only just passing away, and this will be another topic we'll cover on another show, is having the living benefits, right? Having the living benefits that in case something happens, you're able to access up to 90%. So let me recap on that really quick, is any kind of critical or chronic illness, anything as a major as a heart attack, a major accident that you can't perform 2 of your daily activities. There's life insurance that you can access some money from it if you suffer critical or chronic illness. And there's life insurance out there, and those are probably my fast, selling products, because it sells itself, right? If you don't, die all the way, you probably are left with some kind of physical injury that you can't go to work, right? And